one of the questions that comes up as people start to practice mentoring is, how do I really get this thing going? You know, how do I really start with somebody that maybe is on my hit list? And we'll talk about our 3 lists for mentoring in just a moment. We have a hit list are the people that we want to encourage them to enter a mentoring relationship. So we want to talk about how to help move somebody from the hit list to the active list. Brian, give us some ideas on how you've done that.
Well, for me, I think one of the simplest ways to do it is to find a topic from the library, Pursue God or even Flex Talk,
right,
depending on kind of where they're at, maybe spiritually or what they're interested in. Find a topic and just literally share the topic along with an invitation to talk about it.
Okay, great.
So text, for me, I text it.
I text a lot.
Yeah. Instead of email, you could email if you wanted to, but I just text it. Maybe young people watching this video might do it on Instagram or whatever, Snapchat or whatever, I don't know. But I find something that I feel like the person would be interested in, and I just send a link to them. I try to do this once a week with the people I'm really trying to target.
Right.
And then I just say, hey, take a look at this topic. Let me know if you want to talk about it.
Okay.
Simple invitation.
That's great. Well, let's back up just a little bit. You mentioned people you're trying to target, and so let's make sure that our listeners understand when we talk about a hit list, what kind of people are on that, what is really the hit list?
So for me, the people on my hit list they tend to be guys in my neighborhood.
Okay.
Because I think that's an area that I'm weak at. A lot of people that I'm actively mentoring are people in the church already, young people in the church, other people in the church, and it's good. I'm trying to help them move forward and become mentors someday. But an area for me, I think about my mentoring list as a portfolio. And so what am I missing in my portfolio?
Okay.
I'm missing seekers, people who don't know Jesus yet. So for me, I'm challenging myself to engage those people. So in particular, there are a couple men in my neighborhood, right? Some friends of mine in the neighborhood. A couple of them are my kids' friends' parents. And so I'm thinking, how do I engage those men? Because they don't go to my church.
Right.
I've invited them to church. They're not interested.
They're not interested.
Yeah.
So now what, right? So
But I want to have an intentional relationship with them. So my strategy has been, they're on my hit list. I pray for them on a regular basis. And then, like I said, once every week or two, I'll find a topic. While I'm praying for them, I'll be surfing the website, find a topic for them, send it to them a text. Hey, check this out. Let me know if you want to talk about this.
So how do you pick that topic? I mean, there's a million topics. How do you get the right ones?
Well, again, for me, I'm thinking, okay, I don't want it to be a weird thing for people.
Okay.
So these guys aren't Christians, so it's not a faith topic.
Okay, right.
Because I think that would be weird, or it would look like I'm trying to evangelize them from their perspective.
Right.
So I'm really sensitive to that. And so I'm picking both of these guys, I'm thinking of our dads.
Okay.
So I'm picking dad topics. They've got young kids at home still. I'm a couple years older than they are. So I figure that my best chance at having a relationship with them is for them to see me as a mentor, someone who's been there before.
Right. In an area that's of interest to them, or maybe they have a felt need.
That's right. So, and they see my kids, and they think my kids are good kids, and so they respect that.
Yeah.
And so I'll send dad topics to them.
Okay, great.
Mainly, or maybe some marriage topics to strengthening your marriage, love languages or something like that.
Something that could speak their language where they're at right now.
Yeah, the goal is I don't want them to be like, oh, great, another text from Brian, right?
Right.
I want them to say, hey, this is great. Anytime he sends me something, it's interesting.
Right.
And it sort of scratches where I'm itching right now.
Right.
And so I'm just really thoughtful about, so again, for these guys, for you have to think about your list. Right. But for these guys, it's not going to be a religious topic. Right. It's not going to be a churchy topic. So I'm really trying to find stuff that if it mentions the Bible, it's not a ton of that, right?
Right.
So that's Flex Talk's good because it never mentions the Bible.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. So I tend to pick dad topics, marriage topics, or then leadership topics.
Okay.
Right. Because these guys are leaders, they're business leaders,
and so forth. So that assumes that you have some relationship with these guys.
Yep.
So you have at least enough to know enough about their life to have some discernment.
Right.
And you're prayerful about it. Well, then one last thing, and then that is then what happens after they get the link. Then how do you follow up with that invitation that you've made?
Okay, for me, now maybe you can talk about this with your mentor, but for me, I don't follow up. Maybe I'll say hi when I see him in the yard or something like that, but I'm intentionally not trying to make it weird or like something that they have to officially, formally turn down.
Okay, right.
Right?
Right. That would be awkward. That could.
Right. I don't want it to be awkward.
A clunk in the relationship.
Yeah. So all I'm doing, I guess the best answer is I follow up my invitation to talk with another invitation to talk.
Right.
So again, it'll just be, hey, check out this topic. Let me know if you want to talk about this over coffee.
Right.
Or something.
And then that way, if and when they're motivated, then they'll approach you about it.
Yep.
You're not like pulling teeth, or you're not like trying to coerce the relationship or something like that.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to create a bridge where I'm inviting them, just consistently inviting them. And I want, when they think of me, here's what I want them to think of. That guy wants to help me. Not in a weird way, just like that guy wants to add value to my life. I haven't taken him up on it yet.
Right.
But I know he wants to do it. Apparently he knows how to do it.
Right.
Apparently he's intentional about it, because he keeps, every couple weeks he's sending me another topic.
Right.
That guy wants to help me.
Yeah.
And someday, this is my hope, Ross.
Right.
For these two guys, it hasn't happened yet. They're still on my hit list.
Right.
But God's word says, don't be discouraged. Don't give up. Right.
Yes. Amen.
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Galatians 6, and that's kind of the verse here. Is I'm just not going to give up.
Right.
I'm just keep planting a seed. Planting a seed. It's just a simple, non-intrusive way to plant a seed.
Right.
And someday I'm hoping to be able to sit down with them.
Right, that's really encouraging. So hopefully that helps you. Now you'll see below there's a number of great links to related resources about how to do mentoring, how to use your people lists for mentoring, some of the tools that we have. And so please check those out. I hope this has been encouraging to you to understand how you can reach out to people who are on your hit list. Thanks for watching.